This is my honest feedback review after owning the Weber Searwood for about a year and a half. This was my first smoker I've ever purchased, and I am not affiliated with Weber at all. I purchased this with my own money, and this is my honest review. I've been using this for some time, and I've cooked everything from low and slow options to grilling quick hot stuff, and this is just an amazing grill. I mean, it's very heavy duty. It has a lot of accessory options. I would say I wish it came with this shelf. It does not, but I would highly suggest purchasing it. It's a very heavy duty, strong shelf. It does not come with a shelf out of the box. So I was originally using this piece. This is the Griddle insert, and it is amazing, especially for getting a nice solid sear on meats. You know, this grill has a smaller, fire box area, and it does get up to a really impressive high heat of 600 degrees. But if you want to get a solid sear, this Griddle insert is amazing. You can do smash burgers, pancakes, bacon, eggs, whatever you might want to do. And then I have the XL version, which gives you the option of having some grill area with the griddle. If you have the smaller version, this griddle is going to take up the entire space, totally fine. But it's been kind of nice when I do some burgers here, some hot dogs here, just multiple options. Another item I really enjoy is this cleaning brush. It's not made by Weber, but it does not have those spiked cleaning bristles that often come off or get caught up in your food. I got this at Costco. I don't know if they'll fully have it all the time. Sometimes they have things in stock and they don't replace them. I don't see a brand. Oh, OXO is the brand. So if you want to check that out, I would highly suggest that. Searwood does come with this cleaning brush, and I've gotten great use out of that. Just when you take it apart and clean down deep into it. But that's another aspect of this grill. So I've always had a gas or a charcoal grill. Usually just clean the grates clean and kind of continue to use it. This one, you obviously have to do that, but in addition, you kind of have to take everything apart and clean up down underneath just to make sure that all of the pellet dust is getting cleaned out properly and everything's flowing smoothly inside. There's no clogging issues or dust filling up into your food. So I do that every about 35 hours of cooking. Kind of just depends on what I've been using it for. If you're running it low and slow, you'll probably get more of that pellet dust. But if you're doing high cooks, it burns off pretty quick. It's just a continuous feed of in the manual mode. So like I said, this shelf kind of clips down really easily. Extremely helpful to have. I had to wait a little while before this was in stock to purchase it. So once I have had it, it's amazing. I can't imagine the grill without it. They do sell a side shelf as well. Totally a great option. I really like this handle for moving it around. I don't know how you would be able to move it very well with that shelf in place because you have to remove that handle. But my only other accessory I would highly suggest is the cover that you saw me take off earlier. I think that's a must-have if you're buying this expensive of a grill, especially to protect this screen here, which runs everything. I did have a couple times where it rained during a cook, and I got some kind of moisture built up in this screen. Thankfully, with the heat out here, it just kind of dissipated. But I always keep it covered otherwise if I'm not cooking. So don't have a covered grilling area. Maybe someday it would be awesome, but I guess if you have that, you probably don't need to worry about it too much. But a lot of people ask me about what pellets I prefer to use. This has a great, nice hopper, no issues with the pellets flowing down, and you don't have to push them around or reorganize them or anything. I always use Bear Mountain barbecue pellets. I use the gourmet blend usually most of the time. Seems to be just a really good natural flavor, no issues there. And then another question I get is on this griddle. A, I would highly suggest it, but B, people ask me kind of what the oil grease management system is. And there's an open area in the back, there's a lip right here, but on the left side there's just a wide open little square, and you kind of just feed everything back there, and it drips down the back of the grill down into this grease tray here. And it's very, very well designed. I've never had any issues with it. It does not come in close contact with the firebox at all. No issues of flare-ups or anything like that. So overall, I would give this grill a 10 out of 10. It can smoke low and slow perfectly well. The app is amazing to control it and monitor it. When you're, inside doing things, I work from home, so I kind of just start something, keep an eye on it out there. You can adjust things from there. And the high heat is really impressive. Like I said, you can get a pretty solid char on these grates, but this griddle insert is really nice to get a really solid sear. Just kind of opens the options for you on this grill. I like doing smash burgers. I was considering getting a Blackstone, but now I can kind of utilize this for that and just swap it out for the bigger grate. I don't have the top rack in here when I have the griddle in, just because it makes it a little easier to work with, but you certainly can do that and still function with that in there as well. So I kind of just swap these out as needed. This is a rust resistant. I have oiled it just to be safe. And then I have a bag from Weber that I store it inside of my garage when I'm not using it, just to make sure it stays in tip-top shape. So if you guys have any other questions, I'm happy to assist. Like I said, this is not sponsored by Weber. This is my honest feedback. I purchased this with my own money. And this grill is so amazing that they raised the price of it since I purchased it. So I bought it when it had just come out. Kind of took a risk on it, and I made a few videos to kind of help people get some feedback, because there was not a lot of feedback or YouTube videos available out there when I purchased it. So hopefully this helps, and yeah, I would highly suggest it. Weber, if you are watching, I would love to be sponsored by you because I love all your products, but like I said, this video, I am not sponsored by them. This is my honest feedback that I hope helps you guys. So if you guys have any other questions, drop them down below and I'll do everything I can to help.